Hello beautiful souls, welcome to my channel. My name is Anu and I am your psychic tarot reader. Today we are doing a singles read. Who is coming towards you? This could be somebody you already know, have just met, or have not met, completely new. Let's just get into the energies. I'm gonna skip the intro because no one watches it. Okay, so go ahead and make a pick. Pile 1, 2, 3, or 4. The first pile is a purple colored stone or heart. Beautiful. You have number 2, which is more of an orange. You have number 3, which is a pink rose quartz. Or you have a number 4, which is a mix of a green and purple. All right, so go ahead, make a pick, and I will see you right at the options. All right, hello, hello, hello. Group number 1 are those of you who chose the purple colored heart. Just look at it. Isn't that beautiful? All right, we'll keep it right here somewhere. Okay, and we're gonna get started with just drawing 2 cards, one for your energy and one for the other person's. Remember, feel free to reverse the roles. Just take pieces of the story that fit your life. Do not try to force fit it. And let's see what comes out. It's an exciting read. I have a huge stack of cards we have. So let's see what's coming through. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I love having your energy here. If you're new, a very warm welcome, and I hope you like the reading. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and help me grow the channel. It's just an energy exchange. I really like that. Okay, so this card is going to represent your energy, and we have the cheetah. And let's see what they have. I want to talk of you and them together. And then they have the phoenix. How beautiful is this? So there is, as we can see, both of you will probably have a lot of fire, and that means a lot of passion, a lot of creativity, a lot of enthusiasm in life, but there are the subtle differences, right? So the cheetah is really kind of in this deck an equivalent of the sun itself. Okay, the language in the deck is really, or in the book, is really beautiful. It's about the sun doesn't shine on the cheetah but through the cheetah. Okay, so what this means is you might be a very enigmatic personality. It might be easy for you to make friends, to stand out. People are drawn to your energy. So there's a lot of fire and passion and purpose that emanates from you. So and you know, you may not have felt that in the past. That's okay, but this just shows us that you've come to a place where you're fully healed and you have that inner fire going on again. Okay, so very powerful fire energy here that's coming through for you. So that's you, represented by the cheetah. And then they have the phoenix. Now, the phoenix is the spirit element. So this is definitely somebody who's going through or has recently gone through some major transformation in life. Phoenix usually is about, you know, closing past karma, getting over our shadow side, and not in the sense of like just burying it and, you know, just pushing it under the rug or something like that, but really truly honoring our shadow sides and growing from that, accepting it, and really this is resurrection. Okay, it can also, I also get like a bit of a Scorpio energy from this. So let's see what we have. So this is where you guys are at. Again, as I said, feel free to reverse the energies as we go. I do want to get some, you know, so I want to get, before we look into their personality types and all that fun, I want to just look at what is the main focus of their life right now. And we'll just use the astral houses for that and see which house is the most important for them at this moment. So the second house is, again, it's related to work, it's related to our values, it's ruled by Venus. So a lot of times it's about, they're in the process of assessing what holds value for them. Okay, is it money, is it family, is it material needs, is it beauty inside and out, whatever it is, they're definitely focusing on especially with the phoenix, really focusing on what is important to them or is valuable to them in their life. This can literally be related to also their earned income. So what type of job do they do? They're really looking into, is that valuable? Is that something they enjoy? And so it's maybe some sort of you know, reevaluation going on over there. Can also represent Taurus a little bit. So let's get 2 signs that may be prominent in their chart. Let's see what we have. We have Aquarius and Scorpio. Scorpio, I was picking up on that with the Phoenix card here. So they Aquarius is air, Scorpio is water, so they may have predominantly air and water in their, natal chart. That's a possibility. Aquarius is really about unconventional things, new things. It's about innovation, science, technology. So it could be related to their work sector as well. And Scorpio is all about resurrection. It is, really looking into our self-identity, our let's say it's also death and taxes, it is resurrection, it's the 8th house. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. They could have Aquarius and Scorpio in their chart, or generally air and water in their chart, but currently the biggest thing in their life that they may be changing could be around their personal values, could be material or immaterial. All right, cool. So that's just a quick preview. Let's draw some 3 months. Okay, these could be their birthday, your birthday, the month you meet them, the month you get serious, or you meet each other's family, whatever that may be. So we'll see what we have. One already flipped over. Let's get one more. This is just like a light fun stuff. So we have June, December, and September. So we have the summer, fall through the winter coming through. Could be their birthday, your birthday, September. Isn't that close to Scorpio also? Maybe Libra. So these are some of the months that may be important in this connection, however that comes out. Okay, all right, so let's start with first impressions. Okay, then we get to know them a little bit more. So this would be the first impression that you have of them when you meet them. And you have the Temperance. So they may be somebody who appears to be very moderate, very balanced in the sense, they're able to keep their calm under crazy circumstances. They may feel very wise, very mature, very much like a moderator energy, somebody who mediates among people. That may be a very mature energy. It's also a Sagittarius card. So again, fire element is coming through here. So we see air, water, and fire. And let's see how, what will be their first impression of you. And we have the 7 of Swords. So again, they might see you as somebody who's very careful, who's a bit guarded, really trying to pay attention to, do you want to get into something or not, right? So very, very reserved energy is how they might see you, which is interesting because with the cheetah, which is full of fire and passion, wanting to go ahead, the 7 of Swords seems a little bit of a careful energy. Okay, that's how they see you. They see you as cautious, very careful, and a little bit guarded at first. Okay, these are just, again, first impressions. So let's get to know them better. Let's see what are their, light aspects. This is, again, we all have all these characteristics in our personalities. If you haven't seen one of my previous readings, I talk about this. We all have these characteristics, some to a little, some to a more extent. So let's see what we have as their light aspects. We have the Warrior, we have the Visionary, and then we have the Alchemist. Ooh, I actually really want to talk about the Alchemist first. So, oh my goodness, look at this. Look at these two pictures. You see they're both mixing elements. So they might actually, through this Phoenix experience in their life, they might have become almost like an expert of being able to juggle and mix the elements of life. So they may really a master manifester and be able to transform simple things and create beauty out of them, or create value with their second house here again, create value for themselves and those around them. Sorry, I'm just going to move these months over here so we can keep looking at those cards. So they really are, you might see them as somebody who's able to just achieve whatever they put their mind to. Okay. Then we have the Visionary, the capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, and willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. So they may be somebody with a very entrepreneurial-like personality, right? They may see things or say things or have a vision that seems so far out, because we also have the Aquarius here. Aquarius is like new age, a little bit far out, which is not the norm, but it has such a big vision behind it. So they may have very, very mature, I would say, cerebral energy within them. And then the Warrior, absolutely, like the light attributes are strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice and conquering the ego. So this, really think about it, like if they take care of someone, they will take care of them. Okay, be it friends, be it family, be it their partner, like they will get up and fight for the people that they love, okay, or people in their life. So these are kind of their light aspects. Now, what are their shadow aspects, right? So we have the damsel, which is waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. And then we have the trickster, which is the manipulating others through duplicity. So this is interesting because this alchemist, trickster, magician energy is pretty big in them, which I feel they're at a point that whatever they put their mind to, they can create it, be it in work, be it in life, wherever they are. And sometimes that could come with a bit of a shadow aspect, right? There could be a little bit of fixation on achieving some of the goals. So that could be a shadow aspect. And then somewhere within them, through this experience, they may also have this desire to be rescued, right? Male, female, doesn't matter. It's just like having that desire to have a companion who would probably rescue them someday. There's just going to be their underlying desire, whether or not they show it on the surface, right? Beautiful person. I like it. I like all these cards. So let's look at tarot. And for each pile, of course, I use different tarot decks because we use quite a bit. So let's start out and see what are maybe some of the similarities between the two of you. So 3 cards for similarities. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Hanged Man. So 3 energies here coming in terms of the similarities. So what this is, again, these 2 are very powerful. I'm going to talk to them in a little bit. The first one, let's look at the 5 of Pentacles. Both of you may have gone through experiences in life where you had to be really strong, and I feel that very, very big in this connection because both of you have a lot of fire with the cheetah and the phoenix coming up, and that comes after we've gone through certain experiences, right? Your inner fire just lights up when you put the past to rest. So there are some remnants of that experience in the past, or both of you may have gone through this journey where you had to feel that you were on your own and you really had to make your life on your own terms without anybody else's support. Okay, so that's coming through pretty clearly here in terms of shared experiences. And then we have the Fool and the Hanged Man. Actually this way, yeah, right, let's take it this way. So Hangman, again, both major arcanas. Okay, so there's major similarities on this aspect for the 2 of you, where through those experiences you have learned to take a different perspective in life. Okay, this is very profound, following our intuition, following enlightenment, really thinking through life in a very different way and saying, like, you know, not being the victim, like really cracking away from the victim mentality and believing that you can take charge, but also at the same time surrendering to the divine. So both of you have that in terms of your thought process, like really taking a different perspective and taking challenges with a different spirit altogether. And then always being in this energy of the Fool, you know, fresh energies, new starts, new beginnings, feeling very hopeful and ready to take the leap of faith. This is the beginner. This is the main character of the entire tarot story, right? He's the one who starts out with that leap of faith. So both of you are very, very, very hopeful, very positive people, you know, are able to assess when it makes sense to surrender versus when to chase, and have a remarkable inner fire based on some of the past experiences. Okay, let's see what may be some of the differences here. So we have Judgment, 6 of Swords, and 6 of Wands. Okay. One or both of you, what I'm seeing here, may have gone through a major separation and or a divorce. That's definitely coming up with the Judgment card over here. And then we have 2 sixes here. Sixes are all about alignment, about unconditional love in general. This is where 5 is a time of turbulence, like this is the 5 over here we have, and sixes are about success. Okay, so there's 6 of Swords touching ground, and then there's 6 of Wands. Now here what I feel is this could be their energy, and this could be you as well, having gone through a long-term separation. But these 2, when I look at them, this appears more like your energy, where, you know, ready to embrace the recognition, ready to stand out and not be afraid to, you know, accept all the recognition in general, be it work or otherwise. Whereas their energy feels like, you know, they are just coming out of the turbulent times, like they have just risen up as this phoenix. So there may be a little bit a little bit more tenderness to their energy versus your full-on recognition and full-on ready to take on the world type of energy. So that's what I see here. But there might as well been, you know, long-term resurrection for both of you here. If not you, for them, for sure, there's some sort of resurrection with the Judgment card, Major Arcana showing up here. So very, very cool. All right, so let's see, we'll look at compatibilities now, emotional, physical, and mental, 3 cards for each. So let's see, what is the emotional compatibility looking like in this connection? We have the King of Wands, we have the 9 of Wands, and then we have the 5 of Swords. Very interesting. So when we talk about emotion, it's like how good or how open are we to expressing our emotions to each other. And in this case, I feel like there's a lot of passion, okay? Very early on, both of you are going to feel very strongly drawn to the other person. Again, it's not gender specific, right? But a very, you may see each other as a very poised and like stoic was a word that came up earlier, right? With that energy that you can lead the charge of your life, of those around you, totally go-getter. And from the beginning, there's this level of admiration for the other person, right? But at the same time, especially with the 5 of Swords, there's a lot of inner conflict. It's like, you know, you may see each other as too good for each other. How do I say this? Like, you may put them up on a pedestal, or they may put you up on a pedestal initially, and may just be like torn internally. Oh, am I good enough for this person, right? And because of that, you may be a little guarded in expressing your emotions. So this may be a little bit slow to open up just because of the 5 of Swords here. But regardless, there's so much passion here. Look at the amount of wands. Look at the amount of wands here. 9 of Wands, King of Wands, 6 of Wands, fire, 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 fire. So there's a ton of fire over here. So again, slow maybe in the beginning, but very, very powerful connection when it comes to emotional compatibility, right? So let's see. I'm going to try and put the cards in a way you can see them better as we go on. So let's see, what does the physical connection or physical compatibility look like? So we have the Sun. Oh my God, Major Arcana. This is beautiful to have anywhere actually in a you know, a connection. Then we have the 3 of Cups, and then we have the 9 of Swords. There you go again. There you go again, both of you with the sword energy. This is just literally analysis paralysis. You know, just like being up in your head. Oh, am I good enough? You know, is this connection good enough? Am I doing enough or not? Just thinking through those type of energies overall. But look at this with the Sun. This has a potential for so much growth. Everything under the sun grows, right? Plants need a lot of sunlight. It makes, you know, there are children here, you know, really having fun. So there's a lot of playfulness, a lot of growth, and a lot of warmth in this connection. And we're talking physically. So of course it's going to be on fire. The sun is always on fire, right? So it's going to create this level of, you'll light each other up in a good sense. Not on fire, not literally on fire, but there's a lot of passionate connection here between the two of you. And at the same time, what I really like is the 3 of Cups. So it's a very friendly connection as well. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like that your lover is your best friend. That's the type of energy I'm getting from these 2 cards in the physical connection. But again, there may be times where you may hold yourself back, or they may hold themselves back. They may even be up at night dreaming about you. Or you could be in that position, or this could also be in a positive sense. This could also be like staying up at night, really talking away. This is a lot of thoughts and communication. So that could happen. You could be texting a lot late at night if you're not together, things like that. But I think more often than not, the energy we get from this is really sleepless nights over nothing. Literally just, you know, over analyzing things and just like confusing ourselves around what where there is no stress, trying to find stress in a connection, right? So that's what this may be. But very good, like with the sun here right in the middle, this is very, very, very positive overall. So let's see what we have in the mental compatibility. We have the Queen of Wands. Oh people, we have the King and the Queen of Wands at the table. Yeah, I'll talk about that. So with the Queen of Wands, we have the 2 of Wands, and then we have the the 8 of Swords. How many wands do we have? This is ridiculous. This is a very fiery connection, let me tell you that. We started with fire and we're seeing so much fire here. I digress. Back to the mental compatibility. So again, look, mentally, you are both a type of people who take charge. Okay, if you put your mind to something, you're both of that nature that you will see it through, and you will see it through in a very generous way. Okay, it's not about like, commanding others. This is the queen energy, and the queen energy is about generosity. It's about creation, but it's a very yin energy. It's not yang fire. Okay, so it's a difference. It's a very gentle energy, but a lot of passion and a lot of creation. So you both, when you put your mind to something, you will find a solution. Also, you will support each other a lot with this Two of Wands. Again, generally it's like one person with two wands and just feeling like at a crossroads. Not in this deck. In this deck, the artwork is with a partner. So as partners together, you're really going to support each other a lot on your thought process and how you solve problems, your belief system, how you connect. And then also actually there's a sense of travel as well. You may want to travel together, but mentally you'll often be on the same page, or if you see the other person struggling, you will support each other quite well. But again, internally, individually, you may overanalyze and hold yourself back, but they are going to help you with the amount of support that there is here. They're going to help you unchain yourself from your mental let's call it mental clutter, okay, that you may put on yourself. So they're going to be very, very supportive, or vice versa. Again, as I said, feel free to flip the energies as you see fit. So, wow, I'm like, this is a very, very good connection. Going back to the King and Queen of Wands. So for me as a reader, whenever a pair shows up, regardless of what position in the spread they show up as at, this is a divine connection in terms of divine counterparts. So one of you is the perfect divine masculine, one of the other one is, I don't want to say perfect, one of you is the divine masculine and the other one is the divine feminine counterpart. So it's a very, very good connection, very balanced, and also very, we see here as well, very supportive of each other. Overall, let's see, Leo, Scorpio. So there's like, yeah, fire, air, water. That may be heavy in their chart in general, but this looks like a pretty interesting journey where you may see them much more balanced in the beginning, and they may see you very cautious, but there's a lot of fire here underneath all of this. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. So let's close this out with our romance angels and see what romance angels have to say. Past life relationship, so you have known each other in a past life. And then you have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Again, these Eight of Swords and Knight of Swords are some of the energies that may help. If you can clear them out, that would really, really help this connection go further and easier and faster. All right, I hope you like the reading. If you want a personal reading, the details are below in the description box. I hope to see you again next time around, and maybe you want to pick another pile, I don't know. But I wish you the very best, and thank you for stopping by. See you next time around. Bye. Hi, group 2. This is for those of you who chose the orange stone. There we go. Oh, I need to move the other one out of the way so we don't get confused. Here we go. This is for pile 2 with the orange stone. It's a gorgeous one. Okay, we'll leave this over here. Okay, so we'll get started with these are kind of just like energies for your current energies and their current energies, and then we have, you know, a big fat pile that we want to go through. So sit back and relax. We'll get to know your person a little better. This could be somebody new, somebody you just met, or you met a while ago, they're coming back, whichever it may be, but this is about your next connection. So again, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate you sharing your beautiful energies with this tribe. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, and if you want a personal reading, the details are below. So let's see your energy. You are represented by the dragonfly. This is air element, so you may also have a lot of air in your natal chart. With the dragonfly, it's a very, very beautiful energy because, again, whenever you talk about animal spirits, think of the animal or the spirit in nature. And what do? So dragonflies will go, they'll hover for a long time in one place, and then they'll quickly move direction and go hover somewhere else. And the whole point of that is using discernment throughout life. So when this is showing up as your energy, you are somebody who is very, I would say, not cautious, but very aware that haste makes waste, okay? There's a sense of wisdom here where there's a lot of analytical power as well as intuition, where you kind of look at situations, analyze them, think them through, see how your gut feels, and if they don't feel like, then you move, feel right, then you move into a different direction. But you don't quickly jump from one thing to another very swiftly. You're very careful and thoughtful about it. Thoughtful is the word. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I was looking for. So very thoughtful, but also this is with the higher chakras. The color blue is like throat chakra and maybe third eye as well. But really, air element is pretty prominent in your aura at this time. Okay. So, but again, being with the air, there's also a lot of beauty, right? So beauty, recognition, people may admire you. This is being out front and center. If you look at dragonflies, people are pretty much drawn to a dragonfly, right? So that's your energy, air element. You could be very comfortable communicating and being like an extroverted type of energy. That's what I'm getting. And for your person, oh, and by the way, if you haven't seen this before, again, feel free to flip-flop the energies. So I just read this as the leader card as your energy. That's up to you how it fits your story, right? So only take what resonates, and feel free to reverse them. So let's look at them. They are appearing as the earthworm, and this is the earth element, right? So you are air, they are earth. The earthworms are extremely intelligent. They're very, very hardworking. And they have, like, if you look at all the colors, these in this deck, usually they talk about our colors of our chakras. So every color is pretty much present within them. So very, very balanced person, but they shy from limelight, okay? Because earthworms, if you again think of them in nature, they're always underground, right? They're always sort of hiding, but they're not really hiding. They're working away like crazy. They're building all those tunnels. I don't even know how they do it with that kind of softer body. This is so weird. Some interesting energy joining us today. So really, they're that kind of person who's very hardworking, very intelligent, are very strategic, and actually very balanced overall. But in the current state, they may be a bit underground, you know, they may be somebody who is a bit more on the introvert spectrum of, you know, when we're talking about extroversion, introversion. I know it's oversimplifying things, but they may be more quieter and undercover, underground type of personality. But once you get to know them, they may really open up. Okay, that's what I'm getting here overall. So before we get more into the personalities, let's draw a few cards on the astro front and see. We'll draw 3 months, we'll draw what signs may be prominent, and then we'll look at when you meet this person, what could be the most prominent astrological aspect that they may be focused on. Okay, what house might they be focused on when you meet them? So we have the third house. It's also, like, you know, the sign of Gemini. Represents the major arcana lovers. I don't know why that came to me, but I have to say it. So that may be top of mind. Now, third house is all about communication. It's about learning new skills. It's about, you know, connecting with our siblings, immediate family, immediate neighbors. These are more closer relationships. Okay, so I'm not surprised, because with them being in the earthworm, like, it's the underground type of energy. So very close friends, that's what their focus might be on. They may be thinking about reconnecting with people that, you know, of course, if you're watching this in 2021, 2020 was a crazy year where we couldn't really connect with a lot of people, right? So that energy is coming front and center. That's what they're really focused on. Or they may be really focused on building some new skills, because third house talks about a more elementary learning, more basic technical skills, or some basic skills that could help them up a level in their work scenario. This can also be, as I said, a house of Gemini, communication. So they may be acquiring some I don't know, courses for online communications or anything digital media, any of those things where communication plays an important role for them. So let's see what zodiac signs might be prominent in their energy at this time. Let's see what we have. So we have Cancer and Capricorn. All right, so Capricorn makes sense to me completely because it's the earth energy. So they may have heavy earth in their chart overall. And then they also have Cancer, which is a water sign, right? It's the 4th house. Capricorn is the 10th house. So we have 3rd, 4th, and 10th house energies here. You know, don't worry too much about it, but overall what you may see, this may be a person who is pretty grounded in their approach, okay, steady career, really think things through, very hardworking, and they also have a lot of water, which is interesting because Capricorn and Cancer are like a polar opposite on the astrology wheel. Let me see if I can show you here. There you go. So that's how it usually comes up, the Capricorn and Cancer. So they're very complementary. They are opposite sides of the wheel, which means they may have quite a bit of, as we said, balanced personality within them. And currently they're really focused on what emotionally drives them to get better in the 3rd house activities overall. All right. Enough astrology talk. Let's look at some months. We'll draw 3 months. This could be their birthday, your birthday, the month you meet, the month you go big, the month you meet each other's family, the month you commit, or any of those. Okay, so let's go 1. We have February, we have April, and then we have January. So either or, you could have January, February birthday or April birthday, or you may be coming and meeting them in April. You may make it official January, February. I don't know. I see how that fits. You could also equate that to their signs as well. January does kind of seep into Capricorn season. What is April? I don't know. I can't remember right now. But see if those months, April is coming up, honestly. So this could be the month where you either meet them or reconnect with them if you've met them once in the past or something like that. Okay. Cool. So let's get to the actual spread now. All right. So what we're gonna do is, again, as you see, we have a big pile. Let's start with first impressions. How's that, huh? So this is the first impression you might have of them when you meet them, and then this is how they may see you. So when you first meet them, you may see them as a 2 of swords, okay, which makes sense with their earthworm energy. They may feel a little guarded, they may feel a little closed off, they may feel too shy, or again, like literally, this is the first 2 of swords where I actually see a heart in it. Usually we see that in a 3 of swords, but this is really like, you know, protecting and guarding their heart, quite guarded, and may feel a little indecisive on whether or not they want to move things forwards or connect or not. So they may feel, again, shy, or may have not be as savvy as you in terms of communications. Okay, so they may feel a little closed off when you first meet them. Let's see how they would see you. They would see you full of fire. Ace of Wands. So they're like, oh yeah, you know, they may see you as you're ready to go. You are ready to go forward, to start something new. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of fire. Sorry, there's glare. There's a lot of passion and fire, and this is an interesting imagery here. You are ready. You are ready to move things forward. That's the energy they get from you as a first impression. That may freak them out a little bit, given that their energy seems to be very, very introverted and on the quieter side initially. Let's see how the spread goes, because these are only the first impressions and we want to see how this changes up. Okay. All right. So let's see what are their archetypes, their personality. We'll look into 3 cards that are their light aspects and then shadow aspects. So they have the Queen, where the light aspect is radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. I'll talk about it. It's not gender specific. So they have the Queen as a light. They have the Monk, which is selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. And then we have Seeker, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So again, I think the 3rd house, also learning and communication, is here front and center. With the Queen, this is beautiful, coming right under Cancer. Let me keep it this way first. So the this combination really tells us this is somebody who's very generous. So Queen is not about gender, it's about divine and masculine, feminine, divine feminine, that type of energy. Okay, take it that way. So they take care of people. That's literally what this means. Okay, if they are connected to somebody, if their friends, their family, even their neighbors, they are somebody who's super generous and will protect those they care about. They do have an internal energy here, again, showing up with the monk and the seeker. They're always wanting to learn more. They're always going within. They're trying to uncover the truth. And, there's a lot of devotion, and they may be quite spiritual as well. And these, like the seeker, kind of goes well with the Capricorn energy, the monk. Again, all of this goes together. And then I see the Queen and the Cancer, or the emotional side, also going together. So again, quite a balanced personality, but again, more for on the internalizing information. So let's see what are their shadow aspects. We have the child magical and the detective. So the child magical, the shadow attributes are really pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and actions are not required for growth. And detective may be a voyeurism, falsifying information. So they may be currently in a state of mind where, based on some of the past experiences, as we see, they're a bit guarded here with the Two of Swords. They may feel things haven't really gone very well in their life, right? So with the opposite of child magical, there's a sense of like disbelief and maybe like a little bit of maybe some disappointment in life that is showing up here. And then because of which they may be trying to objectify everything, right? So sometimes when we try to find answers as to why did certain thing happen, that's when we get into the over detective mode, or the shadow side of the detective mode, because we want to find answers, and sometimes there are no answers, right? It's all part of a soul lesson and divine master plan. So sometimes we won't get all of this clarity. So they may just like sometimes get stuck on that aspect of things. Okay. All right, so let's see. And again, as I say in all my readings, we all have all these aspects within ourselves. They're just like some to a less degree, some to a more degree. So everybody has all of these characteristics within us. Okay, so we have a lot of tarot cards. Let's see, we'll start with what are some of the similarities between the two of you. We have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Strength, which is called commitment in this deck, and then we have the Seven of Cups. Very beautiful, actually very, very beautiful, now that I look at it together this way. So you are both, first of all, let's start here, very strong people. And by strong, I mean you have weathered quite a few storms. You know how to handle life. You've been through thick and thin, ups and downs. You name it, you've been there, and you've learned the art of discerning when to use force and when to use compassion. This card here really talks about you don't have to use force for everything. Sometimes you just got to use compassion and partnership. So both of you are showing up with that energy here. And with the Nine of Pentacles, again, very hardworking. We have the Capricorn card here as well. This is very hardworking, independent, self-made, very confident in yourself. So work is important, commitment is important, and you're very, very strong. And along with all that hard work and grit that I would say, you also, both of you are actually very hopeful. Deep down within, you are people who believe in the opportunities and goodness of life with the Seven of Cups. Okay, Seven of Cups talks about opportunities, but sometimes it can also be like, do people wear masks? So you may sometimes judge people, and not saying like judge in the sense of like you're a judgmental person. No. What I mean by that is that you may be a little guarded against new people, both of you, unless you get to know them. So you play it a little safe. There's a little safety mechanism kind of wired within you because you've been through a lot and you are really hard workers. You like to protect that energy. But underneath it all, there's a lot of hope that things, do come out positive. There's a lot of opportunities in the world for everybody. That's the kind of thinking I see here common between the two of you. So let's see what are some of the differences. We have the Three of Wands, we have the Four of Pentacles, and then we have the Nine of Cups. Just saying, there's quite a few cups showing up, cups and pentacles. So how beautiful is that? Oh my God, I just connected that. Cups with the Cancer and pentacles with the Capricorn. So both of you may have earth and water in your chart. Drop a comment below if that's true. So in terms of differences, Three of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and Nine of Cups. So one of you is probably more about action and happiness. Okay, so this is like one of you is at a point where you're ready to recognize that just working hard is not the only thing in life. There's more to life, and there needs to be some spark and some fun and some games and just enjoyment in life. With the Nine of Cups here, definitely wish fulfillment, but with the Three of Wands also, like, giving up something and ready to receive something. But this is a passion card, right? But right in the middle, we have the Four of Pentacles, so which is about stability. So one of you is more focused on the values, the stability, the material, and I don't mean just in the money sense, because this is a home and family card. So more focused on what may be more valuable at this moment. Between the connection is one of you may be more focused on building foundations and solid foundations, while the other person is just about ready to actually lighten up things and enjoy life to the fullest. That's what I'm seeing. There may be a little bit of differences on what is a higher priority in this connection between the two of you. But again, very, very positive. We are all positive cards over here overall. So let's see what could be the emotional, physical, and mental compatibility here. Emotionally, we have the Six of Wands, very nice. We have the Page of Wands, more wands, and then we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so when we're talking about emotionally, definitely the Six of Wands is recognition, okay, in the general tarot, if you want to think about it. And in this deck, it's like the person admires the other person so much, they're always giving them gifts and presents and taking care of them. That's what this is like, going together on a journey, and really enjoying each other, but also really appreciating and recognizing the inner and outer beauty of each other. Then with the we had this one then next. Then with the Page of Wands, again, two wands here, there is a sense of playfulness. Okay, pages are new beginnings. There's newness here. There's passion. There's desire. So definitely attraction is pretty big, and early on, I think from the beginning, there may be a very strong emotional spark within the two of you. And then the Knight of the Knight of Swords is about communications, going back to the third house. Okay, so this may be where, this being a knights are more mature, right? Pages are the interns, knights are the next level up. There is a good level of communication. The communication is pretty balanced. So emotionally, you'll be able to express each other quite well. There's playfulness and there's a lot of recognition, and you're able to express it to each other. I like that. I like that. And I like the wands showing up. It's heating up. Things are heating up. So let's see how the physical compatibility looks like. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay, very cool. We have the Hermit, which is concentration. Wow, this is deep. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, let's talk about this. So I'm going to start with these two here. So as we know, swords are communications, right? And now we're talking about physical compatibility. We have the Ace of Swords and the Hermit. This is a very different energy than other decks. Here, this combination is really talking about, when it comes to physical compatibility or connection, you're gonna very openly talk about what you like or dislike with each other, and they will be like, if you could ask them, they could ask you. It's not gender specific, goes both ways. And then really also be in a position to be vulnerable a little bit and be open. So if they ask you, you will share what you like and you don't, and vice versa, because the Hermit is all about the secrets within, the knowledge within, and sometimes it involves shadow aspects as well, right? Discovering ourselves. So there's a lot of discovery here with each other physically, wanting to learn how can I make this physical connection even better, and then also going within and analyzing, okay, how do I feel about this, or how does the other person feel about it? So very, very open, actually very, very strong open communications in terms of the physical connection. And then from that comes the Eight of Pentacles. So you'll see here in this Eight of Pentacles, the guy is carrying the gal over his back. And this is really, but it's a very playful energy if you look at it. This is about going the distance. This is about carrying each other through thick and thin. But when we talk about physical compatibility, like going the distance, okay, to make each other satisfied or happy physically, that's very, very strong. I think why I'm spending so much time here is because the energies here are so strong. A lot of times there may be, you know, it's hard to get physical, emotional, and mental compatibility. Usually people or most couples or connections would hit 2 out of 3. And some get very good on the physical, but not on the comms or you know, how it sees. But here, in the physical connection, there is very open communications. There are very deep desires that are discussed with the Hermit card, and there is a lot of hard work put in to make each other happy. So congratulations. You're gonna have fun. Be open, and you'll be surprised by how much they open up when they want to please you, and when, you know, and vice versa as well. Wow, this is very unique. This is very, very unique. I like this. So let's see, before we close out with our romance angels, what we have in the mental compatibility. Do your thoughts, how do they match up? So we have the Nine of Swords. Swords are communications. We have the Page of Cups, and then we have the Knight of Wands. You have like all the elements in this connection. Literally water, air, fire keeps showing up everywhere. We only saw like 1 or 2 earth cards, so that's very, very interesting. So here in terms of mentally, you may both be a bit over analyzers, okay, with the Nine of Swords, because that's the analysis paralysis card. But and I always like to call out the artistry or the imagery in the decks. Look at this Nine of Swords. Does it even look like they're suffering? Do they even look like they're overanalyzing? No. So this is an energy of like staying up at night talking. The swords are all about communication. So you may actually mentally also stimulate each other so much that you may be talking all the time. That's what I'm picking up here. And you may be talking about how do we get more playful, how do we enjoy things more, how do we bring more spark. But mentally speaking, you know, you're both of the mindset that yes, there needs to be some joy, like simple pleasures in life, you know, enjoying chocolate and champagne or wine, or, you know, just having a beer, whatever that works, right? You could both be coffee people, I don't know, but there's this element of fun and travel and desire. And with the Knight of Wands, again, always talking about things very passionately. So when you talk about a topic, you like go deep in it. That's what I'm seeing. So mentally also very, very compatible here. I actually have never seen this rendition of the Nine of Swords. It's very interesting. So you're going to be up at night, talking, discussing, debating, and a very healthy debate as well. Like, I mean, a very playful energy here. So comms are very good, physical connection is very good, and then we also talk about emotional compatibility is also very full of fire and compassion for each other. Wow, I like this. So let's close out this. And again, if you need personal readings, it's in the description box. Remember to please subscribe, like, share, comment. Every click helps the channel. I would really appreciate it. So let's see what we have here. So it says, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Could be for either or of you or both of you. Then we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, so if either or both of you are guarded, it is time to break free from those. And then you have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So there could be, you know, some past life issues or some underlying issues that may need to be talked about. Again, communication. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. What we're, this is how it ties up. This is how it ties up. Sorry, I messed up all the cards. But we do have the 3rd house, which is about communication. And I said siblings, immediate family, immediate neighbors. We do have the child magical, which had the shadow attributes of like some disappointments. And then we have healing family issues. So there may be some like issues that, you know, they may need to clear out with family. And you know, it's like when you fix one area of a life, everything else falls into place as well. So that's what this is about. So I hope this helps. It looks like a very good connection. Wish you the very best. Do drop a comment below if any of this resonates. I love to read everybody's comments, and I always get back if you have a question on that, on the reading. So wish you much love and light. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next time around. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, group 3. This is for those of you who chose the pink heart, the rose quartz. This is your reading for your next connection. We're gonna get right into it. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back and sharing your beautiful energy with us. And if you're new, a very warm welcome. I hope you like the reading. I hope you subscribe, comment, share. Every click helps the channel, so I would really appreciate that. All right, so let's get started. This is just like overall energies for you and the person. Could be somebody absolutely new, somebody you may have bumped into earlier. However it fits, this is about your next relationship, and feel free to reverse them. You know, as I always say, only take the messages that make sense and just chuck the rest, okay? This is a general reading. All right, so let's get to know your current energies, where you're at, what represents you. So you have the buffalo spirit. This is, you know, an earth energy, very grounded. The buffalo is a very, very wise energy, where this is somebody who has been through storms. You see these storms here, and are still very grounded. You have a huge presence wherever you go. You stand out, and I'm not saying in the sense of like you may be like very tall. You might as well be actually, but what that really means is your energy is so big. When you walk into the room, people look up to you. You have a very positive and calming effect on people. The buffalo is the most calm creature. When there's a storm coming, they'll just hold their ground. They'll stay there. They'll stand through the storm, and then they'll move on. So there's very few things that can literally shake a buffalo. Okay, so very wise, very mature personality. Also very, very grounded. Takes care of their people, their family, their friends. Just a very, very stable persona overall. Okay, so let's see how they're showing up. They are showing up as the fox, also an earth energy. So you're both earth, or earth element is pretty strong in your energies. And the fox, actually, I have to call this out, the fox in this deck is actually the companion card. Okay, so we might as well call off the reading right here. We don't need to look at anything else. Really, the fox is like it's a monogamous energy. Okay, they are committed for life. They are very serious. They really take care of their partners. But overall, the biggest like, you know, how we had like standing through storms and very grounded and wise energy with the buffalo, with the fox, it's actually the flexibility. Okay, foxes can survive in any environment. They're extremely adaptable, extremely flexible, and this goes for situations, people, things, environments. They can adapt like anything. And of course, you know, they look out for their families and their friends. Also similar traits over here. So I think there's a bit of a mirroring energy. This may be more steady, holding my ground type of energy, and this may be a bit more playful, energetic, flexible type of energy, but they're both earth. Okay, so let's do this. We will start with some of the astrology cards first, then we'll draw some months just for fun, and then we'll get into this big stack that I have on the person for you. So let's just see, when you meet this person, what may be the biggest area of life that they may be focused on. Okay, this is like what astrology house are they actively focused on. So let's see what we have. We have the 10th house. All right, so they are really at this time focused on career. The 10th house is career. It is status. It is their financial, materialistic standing in life. Literally, the word for it is status. Okay, and this is like self-made status. What do I stand for? Where am I in life? It is the 10th house is often represented by Capricorn energy, so very career oriented, you know, in a phase of establishing themselves further higher up in their career path. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. Let's see what astrology comes forward, or what astrological signs come forward. We'll take 2 cards here. So we have the sun, and let's get one more, and we have, wow, oh wow, okay, all right. So with the sun and the Leo, this is like an oxymoron or a double confirmation. This may be somebody, so the sun, when the sun comes up again, think of, well, the colors are also very similar right here, with a lot of yellow coming out. Yellow and orange. The sun is about creativity. This is about the self. Okay, this is the self image, and no wonder the 10th house is coming out so strongly, because how you show up has a big impact on that, right? So sun represents fire within. What is their true authentic self? What is their identity, right? This is the outwardly expression. This is the opposite of the moon. The moon is what's hidden. The sun is what you're born with. What are you really good at? What are you hardwired to do? And what comes to you very easily in this lifetime, okay? So they may have quite a bit of fire in their chart, also confirmed with the Leo. They could be a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anywhere, any other placements. The Leo energy is very playful. It's very creative with the fox, right? So creative, playful, flexible. This is kind of represents the 5th house. So this is about pleasures of life. This is playfulness, games. They may be very good at the stock market. I don't know, because it's about sports, it's about games, it's about children, creativity, gambling, all of that. All the fun stuff in life is represented by Leo, and Leo is ruled by the sun. Okay, so needless to say, this could be somebody who could actually be in the public eye. I'm getting that feeling with so much sun and Leo here. Leos are meant to be out to shine in the world. They're meant to be on a stage. So they may be either higher up, and especially with the status, the 10th house showing up, they may be working towards it. Okay, so this is some of the fun astrological aspects. Let's get 3 months. This could be their birthday, your birthday, the month you meet, the month you re-meet, rekindle, or when you meet each other's parents, or take it to the next level, you name it. Okay, one already flopped out. Let's get you 2 more. All right, let's see what we have. Okay, so this came up for another sign, I think. Probably different order. So we have June. July is Leo, I think. Then we have January and December. January and December are Capricorn months, which is the kind of the sign that sits in the 10th house most often. So there may be Capricorn, Leo energies pretty predominant in their chart, and then these months may be your birthday, their birthday, or whenever you meet, or any and all of those. Okay, I just thought it's a fun element to just play with. January could also mean that you may have met them for the first time in January. It's possible, and then you may have not met them since. You may meet them again. You may pick up things. See how it fits your story. Okay, take what fits and leave the rest, as I say. Okay, so let's get into the fun stuff. These are first impressions. So first impression of your first impression of them, and their first impression of you. So let's see. How do you see the fox? You see them as the Page of Swords. Very beautiful. Page of Swords. Pages are new beginnings. They are really new and fresh in their journey. They bring a fresh perspective, and swords are communications and thoughts and ideas. So you may find them as you may see them as a very creative person. This is so interesting because all their energies are pretty strong. They might be an entrepreneur. I don't know, we have to look at the rest of the cards, but they have this massive creative energy about them. They're literally on fire with all these energies. And the Page of Swords, you see all the bulbs over here? These are ideas. This could be like they may be full of new business ideas. They may be brimming with the creativity. So you may find them very attractive, mentally attractive, very creative, very intelligent person, brimming with ideas. And let's see what would be their first impression of you. We have the Four of Cups. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you, but I'm just looking at how the energies play out together. Like the buffalo stays, right? The buffalo has staying power. The fox is leaping and jumping, right? And then the cards coming out with these are also so similar. So maybe you actually have a good read of each other. The Four of Cups is about, again, staying power, staying put, not wavering much, and just kind of waiting for things to fall into place. There's a little bit of a, like a, I don't know, what's the word for it? A little bit bored. Maybe 2020 has been so boring. That's how they might see you, that you're looking for a spark. You're looking for a spark. That might be their first impression of you. I again, take it very playfully, okay? These are very, very fun readings. I like these. Okay, so let's look into their personality. What are their light aspects? They are a storyteller, gossip, and messiah. Okay, so, and again, we all have all these archetypes within us, just to a different degree. So storyteller's life attribute is ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So they may be a very good talker, with the swords showing up. And the Leo and the Sun energy, they are a fabulous communicator. They like to connect. So gossip, again, the light attributes are awakens consideration for the feelings of others. So they're very considerate and they make sure that others are too. And, you know, they honor the trust in connections. And then Messiah is about serving humanity with humility. So with the Sun comes the warmth, right? So they have that warmth about them. They may be somebody that people are really drawn to very, very easily. I'm going to keep these here a little bit. Very easily because of their, as I said, they may be in the public eye, or they may be in a higher position where people look up to them. They're very good at communicating and bringing everybody together. So very cool. Very, very Leo energy. I wonder what they are. You have to tell me in the comments below if this resonates with your person. Their shadow attributes are light wound, child wounded and femme fatale. So the shadow attribute of child wounded is blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. And then the femme fatale says inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. Okay. So they may have some like past disappointments that may still be present in their energies, right? With the child wounded. And with the femme fatale, again, this could be a little bit related to what we were seeing here before. It's not gender specific, but it's about sometimes they may actually enjoy the recognition a bit too much. That can happen sometimes in their journey, okay? But overall, there's a little bit of healing that needs to happen, and then just like not getting lost and not overemphasizing on the status piece of it. That could be a little bit of their shadow aspect, okay? All right, so let's get to know them in this connection. The first three cards are similarities and we have differences. So let's see what's similar between both of your personalities. You have Judgment, Six of Swords, and Ten of Swords. What a powerful opening. So what I see here is both of you have gone through some massive transformations in life. And you know, we saw that with the buffalo when I was really drawn to the storm over here, and with the fox also, the whole thing about being able to adjust in any situation. This is clear. Either one or both of you may have gone through a major long-term separation or a divorce or a breakup. With the Judgment is often a divorce card. That's how it shows up for me as a reader in reading. So and then rising up from that tumultuous time, right? This is a rebirth, you know, honoring our true nature, our true call, breaking from the old. So there's definitely resurrection over here. With the Six of Swords and Ten of Swords, again, moving on to calmer waters. You have both left some big storms behind and have ended some very stressful times in your past connections, okay? The past connections reached a point of no return with the Ten of Swords, which those things were closed out, and these two together I think make a lot of sense. So there's a lot of mirroring energy here where you know, both of you have weathered quite a few relationship storms. That's what I'm seeing here very, very clearly between the two of you, and you've come out of it bigger and stronger from that, okay? So let's see what are some of the differences. We have Seven of Cups, we have Six of Cups, and we have Two of Pentacles. Very, very interesting. As we also had, I'm thinking about the child wounded attribute over here as well. They may be a little sometimes too much lost in the good memories of the past. Okay, they may wish the things were different, or they may wish things could have been different in the past. That may be a little bit of a difference from you, whereas you might be in the Seven of Cups energy, which is more hopeful, more delightful, being aware of there are more opportunities in life and there's more to life than just our experiences. So there may be a very slight difference there. But regardless, I see the Two of Pentacles is like, you know, really learning to balance different aspects of our life. Actually, in some of the differences, what I'm seeing here is also that they may be at this present time overly emphasizing just one aspect of their life, which is the career sector. So they may be overly emphasizing that, whereas you might be ready for an emotional connection more so than them. And again, it's all about where they're coming from at this point. And of course, we evolve together with each other. But there's a very, very subtle differences between both of your energies over here. So let's look at some compatibilities. We'll do emotional first. How's your emotional compatibility? Ooh, Nine of Cups. Oh my God, the Lovers. And then the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, this is, okay, let me, I'm soaking it in. Hold on, guys, I'm trying to figure out how can I even explain this. This is big. Okay, first of all, there's nothing more to say. Emotionally, you feel, or you will feel, you have met your match, in the sense you will be very open with each other emotionally. You'll be able to express to each other very well and be very vulnerable. So you'll see, like, you know, whenever we see unclothed what am I saying? Naked. Okay, let's just say it. Let's be adults here. You know, whenever you see naked pictures on the deck, it's all about bearing your soul. Okay, it's not just about the skin. That's not what it represents. So this is a connection where you will be fully able to be vulnerable with each other emotionally. Okay, not holding back, not feeling like you have to put a cap on your feelings, or, you know, just not be able to express. That's not how it's going to be. It's going to be very, very open connection, very deeply rooted in emotions. And really, as you express, the more you express, the more happy you both become. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. You're literally going to feel like both of you are going to feel that you are each other's counterpart, of course, with the Lovers major arcana showing up here. And you have the Ten of Pentacles. You will both see each other as a long-term commitment. Ten of Pentacles is the most stable, happy family, happy life, happy wife, whatever, happy home energy. So there are kids, there are animals, pets, there's, you know, park, there's home, there's money, there's connection, there's happiness, everything. So emotionally, you will be drawn to each other, and you will feel literally like this is your person. I mean, I cannot emphasize how strong this is. This is a very, very emotionally strong connection. Ooh, strong start. Let's see what we have for physical compatibility. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, we have the Five of Wands, and then we have the Eight of Wands. Ooh, very cool. Let me walk you through it. So we start with the Eight of Wands. Do you look at the card? Look at the fire in this card, okay? So very, very sparky connection. Sparky? Is that a word? Very fiery, excuse me. Going back to Sun, Leo, there's a lot of fire here, I'm feeling, even with the Six of, or the Lovers. A lot of fire. So very, very physically heated connection, let's call it that. You're drawn to each other, and you also know how to work with each other. Okay, this is going to feel very, very natural, but very, very passionate at the same time. This is actually very sweet energy with the Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands. Seven of Swords is, look at this person like they have their hood on and they're just sitting in the night and it's trying to keep a watch. And then here, Five of Wands is about competition. These two energies are about wanting to protect the other person at all costs. Okay, this is about keeping an eye. This is a little bit of a jealous energy. Okay, just to be, which is kind of cute actually. It's very cute. It's a little bit of an envious energy. This is about, are other people looking at my person? I'm gonna keep a watch on you and not gonna let you come to my person, come near my person. That's what this energy is, and you're both gonna be like that. You're gonna both be very protective of each other. You may not like your person getting too much attention, and vice versa. They may not like others like looking at you or trying to talk you up or anything like that. So there's a little bit of a protective energy because the connection is so strong physically, and as we saw emotionally, there's so much connection here. There may be a little bit of envy coming into it, so communication is going to be key in this case. Okay, this is very sweet. So let's see, before we get the romance angels, let's see what is a mental compatibility like. You got 2 out of 3. So you have the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Page of Cups, and then you have the Five of Cups. Okay, very, very nice. So both of you do believe that good things take time. Okay, both of you are very perseverant. Is that a word? This shows perseverance. Let me change my sentence so my words are correct. Really, both of you, Seven of Pentacles is all about perseverance, and we see that in the fox. Fox perseveres any environment. The buffalo perseveres any storm. So definitely mentally you are like made of grit. Very, very strong people, very strong-willed, a very strong determination, and you know good things take time. You both believe that. You both believe that. There is also, you also both believe that, you know, there needs to be some level of lightness. We saw that earlier as well. In life, it shouldn't be all about just serious stuff. Life is meant to be joy. Okay, there's meant to be joy in life. The Page of Cups is a bit of a dreamy energy, so you'd both like to dream. You both like to have ambition. You both like to have dreams. You may want to travel together. You may want to build a life together, but there's like this hopefulness, okay, overall, and both of you have those characteristics. And sometimes, you know, if one of you gets into this Five of Cups of energy of reminiscing the past or the past disappointments, the other person will jump in and support you and get you back to the dreamy land. So again, mentally also very, very compatible, both very strong, both have been through things with, like, again, with the Five of Cups and the Judgment, we have seen that both of you have been through things, but then yet again, there is this spark, there is this beauty and freshness with the Page of Cups that you'll inspire each other to literally snap out of things when you are, you know, when you find each other going down that sort of a spiral of like getting down a little bit. Okay, so very, very positive. So you get actually all three: emotional, physical, and mental. And you have the Lovers, man. You have the Lovers, you have the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know what to say. This is amazing. So let's see what, let's close out with the Romance Angels. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Every click helps. Like, subscribe, share. Personal reading information is below. Let's see. Heart-to-heart conversations. Didn't I just say we need to talk a little bit here? Here, right here. Because you may like feel a little envious of other people around them. So honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Nice. And then we have Passion, of course. Look at these two cards. Look at these two cards. They are total mirroring. So allow your heart and soul to sync with joy. I like this. So there you have it. That is my reading for you. This is what I'm getting in the messages here. I hope this helps. Do comment below if this resonates, and like, subscribe, share. I will see you next time around. Wish you much love and light. Take care. Bye for now. Hello, hello, my lovelies. For those of you who chose pile 4 or this beautiful green and purple heart, look at this. Isn't it pretty? Okay, this is going to be your reading. Let's move that one out of the way. and see what we have for this pile. What's your next connection? So this is going to be just starting energies, your energy and their energy, and then we're going to get to know them better. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I love having you here. Thank you for sharing your beautiful energy with this tribe. If you are new, a very warm welcome, and I hope you like, subscribe, share. Anybody looking for personal readings, the description explains it all. All right, let's get started. So you are represented by the eagle. You have air energy here. The eagles, you know, the mighty eagle, again, they're very wise, very big picture thinking. You know, the eagle is somebody who flies above the storm, is the only animal that'll go right through the eye of the storm, and so it can go and hover. All the other birds and animals just go and hide, okay? Because this is where the eagle knows they gotta, you know, kind of go for things head on in order to decipher them and to survive them. So it's a very, very big picture thought process. So you're somebody who thinks of the bigger picture in life, but at the same time, the eagle also can spot its prey and scoop down and pick it up with the right precision, right? So attention to detail is also that's something that comes to you very naturally. So it's a very unique combination where you can switch gears between a very 30,000 foot view versus also getting like down to the ground. I just like some playful energy here, because I was just told that you can scoop down and grab the right person. This also relates to their connections. I think you have a good eye for that. That's coming up for some of you. All right, so that's your energy, your current energy is the eagle air. And let's see your person. Ooh, dragon. So dragon is, you know, in this deck is represented by the spirit element. The circle here talks about this might be somebody very spiritual, very wise, and if you think of the dragon, again, dragons have been around forever. They are the most, like, one of the most you know, mythical creatures. We know they're full of wisdom. Like, dragon is one energy where they have mastered the art of witnessing. And let me explain a few like the spiritual significance of that is like, they, like, you know how the eagle kind of goes into the storm and rises up, they literally can be in the midst of the biggest storm and still be able to remove themselves and see how and observe themselves. Okay, that's called the witness. Our biggest lessons is really, how do we become a witness to life rather than feeling like we're the victim or suffering through things? There is so much wisdom here. The dragons can really adapt to anything, and they literally take care and will carry us on their backs through thick and thin. So very divine, very spiritual person, very wise, very mature, and also very beautiful, very, very attractive. Like, dragons are, you know, very attractive, like unicorns. Like, they're very, everybody is drawn into them. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting through very strongly here for this person. Woo, okay. All right, so let's do some fun some astrology cards, and then we'll also get 3 months to see you know, when you meet them, or your birthday, their birthday. We'll just talk about that. So let's see, first of all, when you meet them, or at this time, what is the biggest focus for them at this time in their life? So what astrology house are they mostly focused on? Okay, so let's see. We have the 6th house. So the 6th house is kind of related to work, but it's also related to health and excuse me, daily habits, daily routines. Now again, it being an earth element, it does talk about work, and is ruled by Virgo, or, you know, it's represented by Virgo and ruled by Mercury, honestly. But so it's all about the mind, the mercurial energy, but how it applies to the daily life, to their daily routine, you know, their health habits, their workout habits. Do they take care of themselves? around their job or their business, whatever their profession is. This is about day-to-day routine and health practices and how much they're taking care. So they might be at a place where they're really trying to reinvent themselves in the sixth house energies. And speaking for myself, this is something I'm thinking about because, 2020 has, presented me with quite a bit of extra pounds. So it's going back to like, hey, can I actually work out daily? What will my daily routine look like? What will my weekly routine look like around my job and around my tarot passion, right? So those type of internal planning is what could represent sixth house. Now this could be completely in a different area for them, but that's what the sixth house represents. So let's see what zodiac sign might be most prominent in their chart. So we'll just draw 2 cards. Let's see, we have, ooh, I like this. We have the full moon and we have Scorpio. Wow, so this is interesting because the sixth house is earth, and now we got water and water. Now, the moon rules Pisces, or the 12th house, and the Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. It's the 8th house. It's about reincarnation. Pisces is about, sorry, you can't see with the glare. Pisces is about, or the moon, for me, when I look at it as Pisces energy, it's really 12th house, which is our subconscious. It is going within. It is the secrets. It's the undoing of ourselves, of our ego. And then the Scorpio is also about resurrection. It's about rebirth. It's about literally reincarnation, right? Water, water surrounding earth. I think I said in one of the other readings I was doing one day, maybe it was, I don't remember. It's one of the astrology signs where when there's too much earth present, we need water to soften the earth, right? Because when earth without water becomes really hard and is not productive, and it's not able to help any plants grow, you do need to add water to soften the earth, and that's what I see here. So they may have quite a bit of water in their chart. They may also have earth, so Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but they are showing Pisces and Scorpio here as well. With the full moon, the other message I'm getting here is like they may be at a point of a major completion in their life, meaning they may be manifesting something really big, specifically around their work. And day-to-day work that they do. They may, I don't know if they're going through a promotion, their schedule's changing up, something like that. There's some major cycle that they may be just completing around the time that you guys meet or connect, whatever that may be. All right, very cool. So let's see, let's draw you 3 months. What may be important to you? We have July. We have October, and then we have December. So this could be the months where you meet them, or your birthday, their birthday, when the connection picks up, picks up steam, gets to a higher level. July is what? July is more Leo, I believe, but then you have October, might be around Scorpio. Sorry, my months get messed up. So summer, fall, winter. This seems like a progression for quite a few of you. So you may meet them in the summer, and then they may actually progress, and then December could be when you meet each other's family. I don't know, whatever that may be. Take it as it fits. This is just the fun element of the reading. All right, so let's get to it. We have a lot of cards here. So let's start with first impressions. This is how you may see them when you first meet them. Wow, 10 of Cups, really happy, very fulfilled. Okay, this is somebody who has attained their maximum, wish fulfillment. There's a good balance of family and love and career and home, business, all of that is in perfect harmony. So they may appear to you as somebody who is very, very well-rounded and generally a very positive and positive person overall. Very happy. They have a very beautiful, big energy about them, and that's what you may also feel like for some of you who are looking for that. You may also look at them as wife or husband material. Again, whatever you're interested in, please see how it applies, because this is a happy family card. So you may see them as, you know, again, not to objectify them too much, you may see them as family material or long-term commitment material. That's the best I can say it. And let's see how they see you. Oh, they see you as a Knight of Cups. Oh my God, that real love offer that they've been waiting for. Okay, the Knight is somebody who travels, it's a messenger. Cups are about emotions. This is literally a love card. This is a love offer. In any spread, in any reading, the Knight of Cups represents a love offer. So when they meet you the first time, they may see you literally as their knight in shining armor, gender not specific, but definitely somebody they would like to connect with emotionally is what they see. So very, I like this, very, very mirroring energies here. All right, so let's get to know them. Let's see what are their light aspects of their personality. They have child orphan, so independence based on learning to go at it alone, conquering fear of surviving. So they may be somebody who's very, very independent, self-made, you know, like a self-made man or a self-made woman. That may be their one of their biggest personality traits. Athlete, yes, perseverance, so dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower and strength of spirit. So definitely very, very, very driven person, very determined. With the Scorpio also has gone through quite a bit in their life. They're really persevered. And then they have the Exorcist, which is freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Okay, so having that courage and that passion to break free from any of the circumstances that may, you know, hold us back in life. And they would do it for others as well. So very, very positive there. Let's see their shadow aspects. They have the Priest and the Teacher. Oh, wow. They're like pretty much similar energies here. So this is like, in my terms, again, is personally just literally my own terms, is how I refer to it. In my life, I try to like remind myself of not having a spiritual ego, or watch out for my spiritual ego. And that sometimes happens with the Priest and Teacher energy. So this, you know, their personality being the dragon, which is very wise and almost like ancient and has learned a lot in life. They may sometimes over-index on trying to tell others what to do, or trying to preach, trying to get into this teacher mentality of like really making sure people follow their way, or you know, like may feel like they probably may have more experience than others. And I'm saying spiritual ego because it's a spiritual card here. Dragon is you know, it represents the third chakra, which is solar plexus. It's all about you know, creation and confidence. So this could be a little bit of sometimes hints of overconfidence in their personality. Okay, just something to watch out for. And as I said, we all have all these aspects in our personalities. Sometimes they're under indexed and over indexed, depends on us. We have each and every one of these in us. So let's see. Let's get to know them. We're going to start with similarities actually between the two of you, and then move on to the differences. So these represent similarities. We have the Seven of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So for both of you, two things are important to both of you, and that is opportunities and stability and equality. So three things. I mean, I see this, the Pentacles, as together. So stability is very, very important. We see with the Ten of Cups over here as well, and also with the Sixth House, which is about daily work routine. Stability is important to them, to you as well. And with the Six of Pentacles here, you both kind of believe in equal give and take. You truly believe in the justice for all and the balance in a relationship, that the relationship should be a 50-50 for each other, right? Being completely committed in a very balanced way, but at the same time, a lot of fun and a lot of enthusiasm and opportunities. So growth and stability and equality are some things that are very near and dear to both of you, or you would find it quite easier to connect with them on these issues. Okay, making sure we build a solid foundation, making sure we share our wealth and are generous. Like, again, it's not just wealth, like time, money, kindness, whatever that is, love, share that equally. And then always, as you keep doing that, more and more opportunities open up for both of you. That may be a shared experience for the two of you. Let's see some of the differences. We have Six of Cups. We have, ooh, the Lovers and the Eight of Swords. Ah, damn it. It was going so well. I'm kidding. So here, I think the difference is like both of you, we have the Six of Cups. You do want a connection that is, you know, reminds you of being childlike. You know, it's playful. It's like a soulmate energy. That's what you're looking for. It's, you know, confirmed with the Lovers card right here. You both of you are absolutely ready. However, one of you is holding yourselves back. Okay. And I can't tell which one of you it is because I don't know, you guys, and the roles could be reversed too. But one of you like really feels you do not have the options and maybe thinking more of the past here a little bit, or the past connections, or maybe feeling sometimes getting lost in the beauty of the past. But you're both ready for a connection, but one of you is a little bit more limiting yourselves or holding yourself back. That's what I'm getting here in this energy. But definitely this Cups, there's a lot of there is openness to love, but there's some hesitancy here in one of you at least. So now we're going to get into compatibility. We'll start with emotional compatibility. Ooh, the Emperor. Ooh, the Strength. Whoa, what the? Okay, we just opened the floodgates for major arcanas. All right. So when, for me as a reader, when majors show up in a certain area, that is a big connection, a big significance. And we are here talking about emotional compatibility. So I'll start with this one here. The Hangman, you both, you know, appreciate surrender overall, okay? For you, it's not about winning. It's about expressing your emotions and also letting the other person express their emotions, taking a different perspective, creating, so, you know, about when we say surrender or hanging back, you give the other person emotional space to express themselves because you trust them, okay? It's a very mature energy, and this showing up, and you respect the other person's emotions. That's going to be very, very important to you because you both, as I said, have been through maybe like some of the, I don't know, did that come up with you? Why am I getting that energy? I think with the storms that we were talking about here, you may have weathered some storms, but the Strength card really shows that both of you have had some experiences in life and are very, very strong. Emotionally, you are very, very strong, and you know when to use force versus when to use compassion to motivate somebody else or to inspire somebody else. And then with the Emperor, this literally is, you know, the energy of wanting to really provide and take care for your people, your lover, your partner, your family, your friends. So this is a very father-like energy, like you can say, you know, the mama bear or the papa bear energy in a relationship. So with these cards showing up emotionally, like you will do whatever it takes, both of you, to protect each other, to take care of each other, to nurture each other, to provide each other emotional strength, and also provide enough space to express each other's emotions. Okay, so wow, this is a very, very powerful emotional connection here. I really like this. Wow, look at the majors. Whew. What do we have in physical? Major Arcana number 5. Actually, we had 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 in physical compatibility. I'm going to throw it out there. This is a marriage card. Hierophant means marriage. Let's get the other ones, and I'll explain more. Ooh, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6, Major Arcana, the Chariot. we'll also talk about signs. And then you have the 10 of swords. This is funny. This connection, you're such a strong connection. I think you are your worst enemy, like each of you for yourself. Like here we had amazing, and then we ended up with the 8 of swords. Here it's amazing, then we get the 10 of swords, but that's a good one because it's an ending of tougher times. Okay, in the past connections, if the physical connection was, you know, not fun, that time is over. This is a completely new way because you have the Hierophant, baby. The Hierophant, okay, I'm gonna first give the serious message and then the fun message because there's some fun energy joining us here, picking up on your energies. So the simple, straightforward energy of this is both if you want to get married to each other. End the story. Like married or long-term commitment, whatever that is. A Chariot is about victory, right? So wanting to win each other over and having something where you don't have to ever have that burden of feeling backstabbed at all. The fun energy that we have here is the Hierophant, also the teacher and the learner card. So somebody who wants to teach others, somebody who wants to learn others. So what happens when it comes up in a physical connection? You will be very open to learning about new things, new experiences with each other and teaching each other. Okay, this is going to be a hot mess. This is going to be really hot. And then with the Chariot, of course, you like once this takes off, this is gonna take off. There's gonna be no stopping you. Literally could be somebody, you know, that one of those couples who can't keep their hands off each other. Very, very powerful, very strong energies here. And then the fun element of this that's coming to me right now, the 10 of Swords actually, is one of you may really, really enjoy, you know, an extensive back massage routine before you get your thing going. Okay, so that might be, they might be like very good at very good with their hands giving you a massage, or vice versa, however it fits, but they will put you at ease. It's going to be a very, very strong connection physically as well. Let's keep count. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 major arcana so far. Hot be damned, hot damn. Hot damn, really. Some naughty energies here. Okay, let's look at the final compatibility sections before closing out with the romance angels. This is the mental compatibility. How are we doing here? Perseverance, 7 of Pentacles. We have the Hermit, and then we have the Justice. How many? 8 majors? Sorry, I just keep looking because 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 major arcanas. Oh my god. Oh, and you're pile number 4. So 4s and 8s, 2s, 4s, 8s might be very important to you. Just look up their meaning in general. So with mentally, okay, you guys are tough as nails. Okay, very, very strong individuals. You persevere no matter what. You have extremely strong will, and you also both believe that good things take time and effort. So you are both mentally determined to put in what it takes, put in the hard work, because you believe like creating an equal give and take, like the six of Pentacles here that we saw, the balanced relationship requires both parties to work at it, right? So you're committed. This is a committed and perseverance type of energy, and that you will put in your hardest to progress, right? With the Hermit and the Justice, again, very powerful energies. Of course, we know the Hermit, the Justice is about equal give and take. Again, this is like the major of the 6 of Pentacles. So you both will always be fair, and you believe, like both of you truly, honestly believe that there should be justice and fairness for all in general in life, not in just connections, but in society, like at a much macro level. You both believe in that. You truly embody that. And also, of course, in the connection as well, that you will give them, as we saw here, they will, and you will give them space to express each other, for sure. And then with the Hermit, it's about, again, all three go so well. Internalizing, contemplating, following the light within, and then being justice and you know, fairness for all. These two energies really talk about you both don't have a knee-jerk reaction to things. Okay, you contemplate things, you think them through, you give space, you think from a different perspective, and you really go with your gut feeling as well. And you understand that, you know, people have different experiences throughout their life, but like this is where it gets very serious and very mature for both of you, like having this very wise energy, but again, both on the same page and both understanding it takes a bit of hard work to make things equal for everybody. But very, very open to that. Okay. Wow. You guys got serious there for me. Very serious energy all of a sudden. Moving on from the fun stuff over here. All right, so let's close out with Romance Angels. Again, if you need a personal reading, all the details are below. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. I would love that. I would really appreciate that. Ooh. So we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. Again, I don't want to freak you out if you don't believe in marriage, but this is about like long-term commitment, whatever wedding means to you. This is right here. Romance Angels are talking about that. And then we have playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So yes, the Six of Cups needs to come out a little bit more. Seven of Cups is also playful. We have quite a bit of like Chariot is also playful, but then we saw some serious energies here. So it might actually really help for you to get a little bit playful, because you're the Nine of Cups, they're the Ten of Cups. So there's a lot of very balanced elements here. So I hope that helps. I hope you enjoyed it. Those are the messages I have for you. I wish you much love and light. I will see you next time around. Remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and get in touch if you need a personal reading. All right, take care for now. Bye.